191 was and is the only sidecar in the event and is still running against all odds, and still rider and passenger as enthusiastic as ever. The Moreau brothers still trying very hard to unseat first, second and third placings from the Lada Nivas. Running just ahead of the Moreau brothers, now in third place, Trossard, going through again very quickly indeed. But then after Trossard, there were no more cars, no more bikes. We waited for nearly 2 hours. The desert was silent until an official arrived. What's happened on the stage here?
The stage was stopped because some guys are waiting for me with guns, and they asked me some money, and we are obliged to give them money. If not, it's impossible to go on.
Are they shooting?
It's maybe after.
We were stopped by military policemen on the track.
And what exactly did they do?
They just, they wanted to shoot, and they stopped us all, and they prevented us from passing by, and they just put bonnets in just against us.
And what about the bayonet? Did they put a bayonet?
And when I arrive, he speak me, Tassaria, don't understand, and push me here, the bayonet with the gun. And I stop, I don't have anything, much paura.
Their stories were to make headlines worldwide. But as the rally returns to Luxor's Crocodile Island for an unscheduled rest day, the microlights take to the skies for the Battle of the Nile. Already leading as they tackle their third stage, 23-year-old Aylesbury secretary Sally Huxtable is competing for the first time outside Britain in her Rothmans Ultrasport machine. Her teammate Mike de Glanville has been pacing her throughout, but is to fall back in the 13-strong entry when he makes a bad landing. France's Giza twins, Marie-Hélène and Isabelle, were early leaders, but they too damaged their Quicksilver machine after a heavy touchdown. One bonus for microlight pilots is that the crafts are easily repairable, and already the Gingers are taking to the air again over the mountain range which encloses the Valley of the Kings. Today's stage starts from the Nile-side Crocodile Island beach strip and takes competitors soaring over the Nile Valley in aerial combat against the clock and against the blistering heat. Yes, they do come down, but today's contestants manage to stay aloft. Although the locals feel safer with 4 feet firmly on the ground. 3 days later, Sally will win the Rothmans Pharaohs Rally microlight class with a brilliant display over the pyramids. How are the microlights coping with their first taste of desert conditions?
Yes, the terrain in Luxor particularly, it's very, very rough, very stony, and I've already taken one chip out of the propeller, just taxiing. But the sand's very soft as well, so you have to really accelerate away and get the aeroplane off the ground before you start to sink in the sand.
Aren't you frightened of sort of getting engine failure or something failing and sort of dropping into the middle of the desert? It'd take a long time for anybody to find you.
Yes, I've been sticking quite close to the roads just to make sure if I do come down. The engine is very, very hot, and flying at midday, it does take quite a hammering, so I'm just watching it all the time, listening to its note and just being careful so that I know that when it goes I'll be all right, I can land quite safely.
And can you win the event?
Yes, well, as you say, I'm first at the moment and I'm trying really hard. The only problem is I just hope that the aeroplane can hold out to the heat. So long as that can help hold out, then hopefully I'll be all right.